Force save. No save time ever. Some lime. Plant in here. Save. Started. So. Let me know if there's any audio issues with those that have joined already. Yes, I have GPS and my Alice Travelers. Can't judge me. Reality, the slime spreader is a little too big for this tractor, but it struggles a little bit when I'm fully loaded. By struggles, I mean, I can barely steer. Yeah, the cutoff of the hands. I like this mod to show the character, but definitely it's kind of weird. But at first, I didn't download it when I saw it came out. Like Antler 22 made it. When it first came out, I was like, I don't think I'd like that, so I didn't download it. Didn't download it. Then decided. So you know what? Then I decided, I was like, I'll try it out, and I'd like it enough to keep it. That, like I said, the hand cutoff is kind of weird, but I've been lifting weights. Ugh. I don't know, but I've been using it. I think I do like the visuals of like just the hands and the steering wheel. So I'm keeping it for now. It doesn't bother me as much as I thought it would. quite make it. Bucklang, no, you're not late to the stream at all. You're one of the first ones probably, so no problem at all. I haven't started seeding yet, but that seeder is the, here, I'll just pull it up. I just got it myself. Converted. Yeah, Case IH 6200. I'm using the dual version. I've always struggled. Especially in this game, I've been struggling to find a good, some like medium to small scale seeder. I don't really like I think some. I guess like these ones. I like these ones. 4 meters. I just can't do it. I can't do that small scale farming. I got to do a little bit more. But I was having a hard time finding a size seeder that I wanted. This one, the John Deere one, I know there's just like a fictional sunflower one that's the same size. This one's okay too. It's my turn. Woo! Yeah, I just found this Case IH one. I think it was converted recently. But I really like it. I think it has the European signage. I should just take those off. Take off part of the model. Own separate piece, but bar that minor detail, I really like the seeder. It's I added a rolling function to it as well. Well, then added it. There's a mod for adding roller function to seeders, because this one technically has like the rollers in the back, so it also rolls as it seeds. Very useful. But yeah, that's available on. I think I got it on King mods. I don't think it was on itch. But it's on King mods. Yeah, a lot more realistic mods are definitely starting to come out, which is kind of why I started a new save. I'm typically one that doesn't like to have a bunch of different saves all at once. I try to stick to one and then just kind of grow, farm over time, and get bigger and bigger equipment. But enough mods have been coming out that I was like, I really like a lot of small tractors, like this Chalmers got recently converted, which is a really nice conversion. It's a great mod. I forget the name of the guy who made it. It's on itch as well. But he is doing a great job with these Chalmers. I have this one, and then I also have the 8550 in here that I'm really liking. Just the sounds, the animations, all is very clean. So yeah, all these smaller tractors I've been wanting to start a new save and just use this older equipment and grow that over time. So it's really getting me back into playing. And now the map's getting to the end of its development. So the new save was printed, not loading. Oh. I don't know this tractor. You know what? I might as well do that while I'm here. This is a new cow barn that I have added to the map. That it is also a conversion, and I made some updates to it. Oops, made some updates to it because it wasn't quite fully functional. And then I incorporated it to the map. I hate when I get stuck crouched. It has a uncrouch, please. Why it does this? Something with this building, like being crouched. Anyway, it has a dedicated like storage area for bales, which is super nice, and then it has this little doorway for throwing bales out. is also super handy. Yeah, no problem. It's like I'm glad to help people out find other mods, especially ones that I've been searching for a long time. It's full or not? Full? See if I can maneuver this thing out of here now that I moved it. I'm stuck. This A56 does have some pretty tight turn radius, so it's not that long, but that's weird. It's worked before. I just really weird. I don't know why it's not searching. So it was working before. I haven't changed it. I guess maybe I'll just throw some bales in there. This works. Yeah, that works. Just throwing bales in works. Certainly is accepted here. Oh, okay. Not sure why it was doing that. Might be some overlapping triggers or something. Yeah, I'm really excited for the mods. Really excited for the mods that are being added, especially like some in-depth soil management with different spray types and such. Which will add a lot to the game once a nice version gets out. I know there's some some kind of soil mod out, but I've heard it's not polished very well. I know North Dakota Modding and Mapping is coming out with a version that hopefully that one's more stable and works properly. I'll do a little overview of what my setup is going on. So this farm on the default map layout cuts off kind of right next to this barn. The shed's not here, and these bins aren't here. I added those bins myself after the map, and probably gonna keep it that way. The main point of the map really is to have I let the user pretty much customize the farm as they please. I mean, the farms are set up to a point where they're functional, fully functional for if someone doesn't want to make any changes, but really, pretty much the idea of the map is to encourage people to choose the farm they want and make it their own. Yeah, I decided I really liked this area of the map and wanted to start a small farm on it. Work up to the larger farms from here. It's a wild ride with this lime spread around here. Turning is... Oh gosh, Anna's got in an accident. That's not a good thing. It'll buff out. The one thing I really like about the character model is when you shift, especially on like a tractor like this where it's properly set up. It's just so satisfying. Yes, down this hill is like driving on ice. Make it easy. Some drifts. Oh, not the sign. Tokyo tractor. Should be good now. Woo! Awesome. Downshift. Another mod that's really revolutionized the experience of this game is the advanced damage mod. Very, very good immersive mod where actually take into account equipment damage and just overall equipment maintenance. Very much needed. But this tractor definitely is a little too small for this size of spreader, but once you get it emptied a little bit, it does. Late Dave. Just look at it. Yep. Let's look at it. But thanks. Yes, it is row crop system. I'm currently playing on the row crop system version. Oh gosh, it does take like 15 seconds to save though. Exaggerating, it's only 10. But yeah, so it's a row crop system version of the map, and it's bundled in default version, so you just select which version you want when you're selecting at the map screen. It's part of the reason I started a new save, because I wanted to switch to the new row crop system as well. I haven't really gone through a full season of it yet. I started using it on a previous save, but I never got to. I never did the full season. I'm having a hard time with balancing playing the game and making the map, especially with the limited free time that I have now. Yeah, if there's anything that if you want to fly over, if you want to look at something on the map, I'm gonna go show it off if you're interested. Just let me know. Meantime, I'm gonna lime and plant my fields. I'm on the very, very far bottom edge of the map right now, so it's not a lot to see from views. This line of trees here is kind of blocking any view that I can see. Jared, thank you, man. Appreciate it. Excited to have it done. So probably after that the map out. I mean, probably will have to do an update to some fixes that people find. I'm sure there's gonna be some issues that are found. Other than that, I'm probably gonna take a break from modding for a good while. Just don't have time anymore. Is 2 kids. So it's gonna be too stressful. Gonna want to just come play after the end of the day rather than do more work. So how many gigabytes of RAM do I need for the map? Well, I'm currently running 16, I think. No, 32. I'm running 32. And it runs just fine. Don't mind these patches that are on the ground. That's something to do with the row crop system. They already shared that section. But I think 16 gigabytes should be fine. I don't know. I'm not used to hardware, so I haven't really changed my hardware in a long time. But 32 is definitely enough. The map is, I don't know, Cam. No. So this map is only for PC. There's no possible way to get it on console. It's a 4x map, meaning it's 4 times the size of the default map, and those are not allowed on console. Not powerful enough, I guess. I don't know. You have to take that up with Giants. Don't know. I made it a 4x map because I play in PC, and essentially I made this map for myself. I wanted to play it, and I wanted a 4x map. I really can't go back to a default size map. Having the size of a 4x map is almost essential for me to enjoy the map. Having to drive a little bit to get where I want to be is more immersive. So, sorry, console players. Alright, let's do some seeding. while that tractor goes back to the farm. This field has a little bit better view. I'll wait for the tractor to warm up. Ready. Lowered. Not lowered. There we go. The field goals mod, also a solid mod. Something that just adds that little bit, that just adds a little, something that seems little, but it makes a huge difference. Yeah, this is probably one of my favorite fields to farm, just with the view. One of my favorite things about Seneca County is having this kind of view. Rolling hills, forests here and there. It's just I haven't seen a map that could replicate this kind of feel. Sure, there's some that I have close to it, but just makes everything just beautiful to look at. My worker made it. Now he's parked in the middle of the road. Curious to know if he can make it back to my farm. I don't think he could. Might try it, see if he could. There's a bridge that he has to cross, so I don't think he can. For those that are going to be playing this map, I highly, highly recommend getting reshade. If you want it to look just like my game does, get reshade. I'm gonna be releasing a preset that comes with the map that's made essentially for this map. It goes well, makes it look exactly as you see it on my screen. Just here's the difference. This is the default game look. That's with shaders. Reshade. Just it adds a little more atmosphere feel to it. Changes the color palette a little bit from that like warm tone to that blue tone. Makes the shadows a little darker, more defined. Just makes it look nice. Makes it look realistic. Man, I love this scale of farming right here. I joke that whenever I stream, I'm always planting. Holds true. I am planting it again. Check real quick, see what lime you have. Oh, I need to get. I just bought 3, added 3 to my collection. Wanted a little more acreage to This is the first season on this map. I kind of just gave myself a bunch of land, but limited myself to a certain amount of money for equipment. I had to buy smaller scale equipment. And when it comes to the small tractors, I gotta say the International 5000 series is probably my favorite. I love this tractor. Not just the mod itself, but like in real life as well. Let's see. One thing that is bothering me with this map right now is the fact that it's really hard to tell the difference between rolled ground and seeded ground. And I think I'm going to try to address that. The ground textures are a pain to work with. Cultivated ground is pretty obvious, but seeded ground is not. Planted is a lot different. It's just seeded, and I think in the base game it's the same way. The seeded ground is really hard to tell the difference between seeded ground and rolled, because Giants likes their rollers with these, call them ridges in them. The ridges, you don't really see rollers with ridges around the Midwest as much. Usually it's the flat rollers. So I kind of want to use a flat texture for the rollers map, but I gotta make it. There's not currently one out for FS25 as far as I know. If someone knows that there is one, let me know. I do have custom ground textures compared to the base game versions on this map. They're a little more, they're not as dark. I don't know. The base game ones are just kind of funky in a way. These ones I feel are a little more true to how real life would look. Except the rolling texture. I want the roller texture to be flat. Something I'm trying to work on. So my worker to go through this more. See if this guy can make it. Oh no. Where are you going? Let's see where it goes. I'm curious. Is it gonna take this field entrance over here? Might. Holy cow. See, we can't go across the bridge, I don't think. But I can do this. Honestly, people give a lot of shit to AI in this game, but sorry. People give a lot of crap to AI in this game, but I think it does a pretty good job. This path found over the ditch, or so it didn't go through the ditch. Did it cut across the field? Yeah. But for the most part, it did a pretty good job. I think it's where I want it to be. Or is that an auto drive thing? What's going on? That might have been enough. Honestly, might be auto drive that's enabling it to do this. It's like can't stop it. I don't know. Either way, did a good job. Can't wait for the Midwest map. Would be nice to see a couple of maps of circle fields. Yeah, I know a lot of people like those circle fields, especially with the center pivots and such. I don't typically use those. That's kind of why it's not. You don't see them on this map. There is a lack of. I know there's been someone's developing a irrigation pivot. 21 out, and it's 25. Yeah, maybe if I had more time, I could add something to this map. Is what it is at this point. Apparently my sewing machine is empty. I'm gonna challenge the worker. It's very, very difficult to hear with this time spreader in this tractor. So let's see if you can do it. Challenge you. I'm gonna go get a I can just truck out there. Oh, Ford F 350. Got some more wheat seed. Drive right out to the field. Ping it. I also wish we had more grain augers in the game. I'd like to see a grain auger with a drive over hopper attached. Yeah, you don't see those, huh? I don't mind the this for I like it does it enough for me. I like there's this guy, but it's kind of too integrated. This is probably your best bet for now. So ringy. Yeah, we don't see many of those. Supposedly, North Dakota Modding Magma is making one. Typically take a long time to get their stuff out, so they don't always release what they show, too. Hopefully. Hopefully. It's one thing I definitely, if I show something off, typically I release. I think there was one that I didn't release. The flatbed trailer from FS22. I got that to a decent point, but then kind of got burnt out, and then the new game came out, so I kind of dropped the project. I don't like doing that. It's kind of disappointing on my end. Should gotta make it a goal if I'm gonna have a mod and I'm gonna post about it. I want to make sure I'm getting it to a point where I'm gonna be able to release it. I guess the quad tracks too. Even though I ended up releasing the 2025 series, I showed off the 2024 series first, and I have not got around to bringing the other old series back. Yeah, life hits you sometimes. There's a lot of mods that I've seen developed that I've never seen in the game. You've seen pictures of them on the modders page and how they're working on them, or hopefully. Sir. I know there's a couple mods that I've seen that I've wanted to use and just waited for it to come out, and it's been like 2 years and they still haven't come out. I don't know if it's a modder's like gatekeeping them because they like showing them off and don't like handing them out to people, or what graphics card do I have? I have a 4070 Ti Super. MSI Slim version. Yeah, 4070 Ti Super. So pretty hot, medium to high end graphics card. Not sure what to think about North Dakota map. Yeah, I know in the past they're one of those modders that have attitudes. I know they got into like a fight, competition, or dispute about with custom modding back in the day about like who's modeling us better and stuff. They like to get into drama a little bit, I think. They make good mods, it's no doubt. I've always made pretty high quality stuff, but yeah, a lot of times it's been locked around behind Patreon. I also do not like Patreon, and it's not really it's not really like people's fault for using Patreon, and I get why they do it. It's definitely frustrating for the community though. I think what would really make this game absolutely blow up with modding, honestly, is having we have a mod hub page, but having a system like not as bad as Microsoft Flight Simulator, because some of the mods are absolutely ridiculous pricing. But if we could, if you could charge 50 cents for a mod, people would buy a tractor for 50 cents. But you know how much that would help modders? Like, I could almost retire, or not retire, I could almost quit my job and become a full-time modder if I got 20 cents from each mod download. It would really, I know Giants doesn't want to like share that profit, but man, it would really bring more mods to the game, more high quality mods to the game, if that was a system. But I know that some people might be against that because they don't want to pay for mods. I get it. But even like, God, 50 cents for a mod. Not $5 or $20 or... If I could buy this tractor for 50 cents from Mod Hub, I would gladly do it. But because people don't get paid for downloads, for Mod Hub downloads, they resort to Patreon. And maybe not just downloads, maybe you got to get paid for, like, if you get a certain, people use your mod for a certain amount of time, because downloads is kind of like people check it out and like, they don't like it, then maybe it has to be like you can buy it for a certain amount of time, and if you like it, you have to pay for it, or otherwise you can't keep it. I don't know. Some kind of system. Anything to get away from mods being locked behind Patreon would be great. Thanks for trying to engage on my computer room in this one. I mean, I've heard from many others that this map runs really well compared to like Judith Plains and other 4X maps. I've heard from testers so far that this map does run very well. That's my experience as well, but it's not just me saying it. I don't know why. It might just because I have like less trees. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but yeah, I've been told that it runs really well. So, if you have medium hardware, it should be fine. You might have to set your foliage distance down a little bit, because you have a lot of like I think the foliage rendering distance makes a big difference in frames and such. It's really frustrating. Yeah, I played on Judith Plains for a while too. Probably had a couple hundred hours on the map, I think, honestly. Went through probably 7 seasons on Judith Plains. And then I got to the point where like I got to the point where I didn't really like any more of the fields. I really only used half that map. I think that was what was most frustrating to me. Because I only went to the top portion, like the portion that was at the higher elevation. I really only used that half of the map, and I didn't really go down to the town. I didn't really go down. I didn't like that huge bridge, and it might be exactly what it is in real life, but I wasn't a huge fan of the terrain. That's when I was like, I yearned for Seneca County from FS19. I was like, everything about this map I liked. It was exactly what I wanted. Field sizes, road layout. So, I made it. Converted it. Yeah, Judith Plains is a solid map. I use a lot of the stuff from Judith Plains as a starting point, like I think the alfalfa crop and such. Just copied that and pasted it in mine. Base, good evening. How's the map progress going? I love your tractors. Map progress is going very well, happy to say. Like I said, it's really close to being done. It probably could be done. I'm very bad at stopping, getting to a stopping point with projects. Definitely close to being done. Especially now that I have the row crop system version working pretty well. yeah, overall the going very well. I appreciate that. Sorry to say that I probably won't be releasing any more tractor mods for a while. I think I said earlier, this map is probably the last mod I'm going to be releasing. Definitely this year. Probably longer than that, just because I have 2 kids now and just don't have the time to put into modding anymore. I used to have that more time to have a balance between playing and modding, and you get burnt out really quick if I'm only modding, so I'm probably gonna hang up the modding gloves for a while. There's a lot of really good mods out now for this game, and there's not many gaps on equipment. A lot of good realism mods. It's a good time just to play the game. Really hoping to have the map out. September or not. My timelines have always been incorrect, it seems, is behind what I want. How about by the end of September? I could spend a lot more time on this map too. If I had more free time, I could make this map very, or even much better. I think it's already in a really good spot. To get more lime. Though. Yep, I agree with that. Farm Sim is definitely one of those games where you can literally play exactly how you want. I definitely don't agree with how some people play, but they can do what they want. You want to use a 2,000 horsepower blacked out tractor with green rims and want to pull a 50-meter seeder, you go for it. Beauty of it. Two Fish, a fantastic map. Have you tried Thunder's additional liquid yet? I believe I have that installed. I have not used any of the new liquids from it yet. Yes, I have it. I have all the here. I have not tried them yet though. So it might I don't know what version you are using, but it might not have been configured for his new system, because that system just came out. And I don't know if I had the map configured. I don't know if you're playing on beta 2 or 4 or which version are you using. But it is working on this version, I think. That's what wasn't working about it, I guess is a better question to ask. So were the pallets and stuff showing up in game, or was it not even booting up with the mod installed? Like I said, I haven't tried it. Like I can see them all here, but I have not tried it. As far as I know, they don't do anything different, do they? I think they're all the same technically. They're just named different, right? Oh, gotcha. Okay, I see. Yeah. Oh shit. I'm not looking where I'm going. And I just turned to the wrong spot. Yeah, so I'm not sure why it wouldn't be working. Like I said, if it's not, is it not even starting up, or is it not showing? Is the pallets not showing up? I love maps that are based out of the middle of the mint. Heck yeah. Michigan represent. Icon next to them. Let me know if you're watching the stream. I don't know what the difference is between them. They all look the same to me. So like I haven't tried it, so sprayer with these. I don't know why it wouldn't work. As long as you have obviously you're probably using the precision farming configurator as well, right? It's required. I don't know, mine could be wrong as well. Cut the truck off. Traffic's in town today is know you're in Saginaw Bay City. Ah, nice. That's right. I remember you. Work in Bay City now. Sure is annoying to drive over the bridges. There's only one non-toll bridge open. Might be a bad boy and pass right here. That was close. Vermitaz flying. Yeah, I'm cruising. Actually, I modified the transmission and speed values in this truck because it used to go like 70 miles per hour. too much. Take the Z bridge sometimes. Yeah, me too. Nice bridge. Check the. Is anything wrong with it? I'm not showing any icons or anything. No icon beside it. Beside it. When can we expect the release date for the map, or do you have one yet? I do not have a release date set, and I don't like release setting dates for me, especially when my life's a little unpredictable. I mean, I might set a release date like a couple days in advance or something. Right now, everything goes well if I don't find, like, if there's no issues found. Maybe I meant to say early September. Conservative. I just want to make sure everything's right. But this, like I said, the map's really at its final stages of development. Not really. Got all the farms like pretty much set. Might be like just small details there. Everything's functioning for the most part, as far as I know. So maybe there's some issues with Thunder's spray types and such. That's kind of a newer system, so it's kind of fitting as well. Small things like that, though. Otherwise, it's really ready to go. This guy lands as well. It's the wheat. Wait, did you say you completed? Maybe I'll have to do the headlines myself. Headlines. I'll come back. In time, yeah. As Farmer Taz put it in. It'll come in time. Farmer Taz knows what's up. Yeah, no problem. I said I haven't really tried out those spray types yet, so I don't know how they function. Like I said, do you know if there's a difference between each one, or are they all just liquid fertilizer? Is it just a... I know there's different values and such in XML for what they put down. I don't... They all are still liquid fertilizer at the end of the day. It's a role play more of... That's what'll be nice once some more of these soil mods come out, where there's more reason to have different spray types. might not finish this field. I'm gonna be okay with it. They're all the same price too. So I think it's just, I mean, it's a brand new body. It's probably gonna to it. Would be nice to have like different add certain spray types. Ah, okay. Problem. But it's not an issue because I don't. I wasn't sure how to fix it. So. Have to do some digging. All right. Well, this portion of this field is just gonna have to have no lime for now, anyway. Maybe I'll do it later. For now, let's go and finish this seeding this field. Save. Line here. Driving around with the covers open this whole time. Can't allow that. That's a good shot right there. That's one thing this map doesn't fail to deliver on is good views. Hey, Midwest Simulation. Nice. Yeah, I seem to clump these Facebook posts and streams together. I don't know why. Right, I do a Facebook post and then I was like, I need to do a stream just to show it off a little bit. I appreciate you doing videos though, and Farmer Taz. I know your first flyover was a hit anyway. A lot of people enjoyed seeing that. Shots are very nice. Cinematics. I've been somewhat making a video for over this map. I haven't ever had anything finalized. I tried doing it earlier in the development, and then I kept changing things, and then I just kept delaying it, so I don't know if I'll end up making a video for it or not. It's just so easy to on this map though, because there's so many nice spots to sit and take in the environment. Yeah, the field goals mod is just like I know I talked about it earlier too, but it's just such a good mod. So simple, it adds so much. Yeah, I appreciate that. Thanks for doing a lot of testing for me. Very helpful that I have some help to get second eyes on the maps. And like I'm definitely not going to find all the issues myself. I appreciate everyone that's helped test it and helped report issues or anything really. Suggest it. Make suggestions as well. Take all that feedback, good and bad. Our lap. This field will be done. Have wheat planted. Liftable pallets or anhydrous. Okay, keep that in mind. Yeah, and I did take your feedback, and like I said, I went and corrected a bunch of things. I'll send an updated link too for this version of the map. I've sent it out to one person so far. Stream here, but I'll send it out to the rest of the guys that have been helping test it. Make sure you're on the latest versions. Oh. Well, that's awkward. Seed I have left. That might be enough. We'll try. The only issue. Yeah, I think that's an issue with row crop system. I think Thunder mentioned something about that on his post. Something he's trying to work out. If you're on the row crop system version, I'm pretty sure that's just a row crop system issue on 4X maps. I think. There's nothing I can do about that. I did correct the fog issue, yes. So with that, I struggled for a very long time to get it to work. I pretty much took the fog control mod and added that as a script onto. Just like a reworked script of that mod, which has worked phenomenally. And it controls the fog now, yeah. So the fog dissipates at 10 a.m. around 10 a.m. no matter what. Sometimes there's a lot of fog though in the mornings, but that'll go away. There's not that like constant fog layer. I was never gonna release the map with that in it. It was bothering me so much. But yeah, that's fixed now. Alright, hopefully that's enough. Might be enough. No. Not planting. How's the baby and toddler doing? Must he sleeping? Yes. I have my monitor looking at my toddler right now. She's napping. And my newborn son is doing very well. Mother's been doing a lot of heavy lifting with him since she's the one feeding. But it's a lot to kind of tag team, and I'm handling the toddler. She's handling the baby, and it's going really well though. Everyone's happy and healthy, so all you can ask for. I love the soil texture and colors. Thank you. Yeah, I had the base game textures for a while, and I really want to change it up just because it didn't really match what you see around the Midwest. It's kind of a lot darker soil. But yeah, I got these textures from King mods, some of the King mods. Yeah, they fit the Midwest style a little bit better. The whole community is waiting for the map. Can't wait. Heck yeah. Can't wait to get it out to everybody. It's funny you're not using your tractors. Yeah. I haven't made any small scale tractors. And I made a new save just to do some smaller scale, to start off smaller scale, so. Yeah, I'll eventually use my staggers once I get enough money. It'll be a long time from now, probably like 10 seasons or so. Someday. Yeah, like I said, that fog was not good. It bothered me so much. I'm sorry you had to even deal with it. Like I said, I was battling it for so long, just trying to get a script to work, because the way that Giants has the fog set up, I could not adjust it anymore. It was, I did everything I could from a base game standpoint to make the fog dissipate, but like there's a certain like layer height that the fog stays at a minimum, and I could not change it. There's nothing I could do. There's settings that you're supposed to be able to change it, but something in Giant's engine wouldn't change it automatically. So I had to force a script to do it. Pretty sad. Everyone needs to watch the damn ditches. Gotta watch out for the ditches, man. Sometimes there's some in between fields too. Those are the ones that'll get you good. I love, like I said, I've mentioned this before, but having road ditches just adds a whole nother level of like immersion for me. I don't know why. It seems it's very silly. Not being able to just drive across the world without running into a ditch. Can't just drive through fields willy-nilly. I don't know. Something about it. Aw. Appreciate that compliment. Makes glad to hear that, you know, after working on this for so long. I've heard I know No Creek Farms is there. He's making his 4X version of his map. I heard that one's pretty good too. It's obviously still in beta as well. I heard that one's also a decent 4X map. I've seen some gameplay on it though, and I still don't think it's one that I would prefer. It's because of the road, mostly the road layouts and field layouts. I'm a grid map style guy. I don't know why. I know people find them boring, but I appreciate that compliment. All right, wheat is planted. Just park this guy right here for now. Truck out of the field. Yeah, Makes it harder to join fields. There's still some places you can combine fields if you truly want to. And you could technically fill them in with like terrain editor and such. So if you want to do that, they can go ahead. Your ditches can hide a car. Hey, there's some ditches here. I think you know all too well. Not that you know all too well, but you know if you're around Bay City, there's some big ditches. Definitely some ditches that can hide a car, if not a truck. It would be cool to see waterways in some of the fields. Probably too far along at this point. If you ever do another map. Yeah, in some of the fields, like you mean, just having like low areas that fill up with water. People are saying that Hawkeye Creek is pretty nice. Yeah, that's by K something farms. I did look at that one a little bit too. I think it was more. I guess there was some hills in it. Gotta figure out what I want to do. I just planted this field. Wheat's done. So now I just gotta wait for or planting soybeans. Doing wheat, soybeans, and corn. Let's see alfalfa. This map. Season. So waiting on no creep. I'm starting to hear some negative stuff. Oh, I haven't heard any negative stuff yet, but what did you hear by chance? I've seen some gameplay and it seems like a decent map, like good detail and such. But I haven't heard anything negative about it yet. Yeah, field flooding after the rain. Yeah, and I know I think that's something that could be done. I was trying to find a good place to quit, like add that in, because I don't know if the fields have like good low-lying area. I mean, there's some maybe fine. There's also mods that add that kind of stuff too, like it automatically makes puddles in like low-lying areas. I don't know if I've ever used it, but yeah. So something I could look into. Like hills and irregular shapes run over the drainages that stop AI from. Yeah, I don't know how well this map will be AI friendly to be honest. With the road ditches, I've already had problems where the AI, if it like a fully loaded truck, it sometimes doesn't stop very well. AI tends to go in the ditches and get stuck. But it's also done very well. Definitely all the roads, it handles the roads just fine. Like I can tell this guy to, I've been telling this guy to go to the lime station and he just does it just fine, so. I'll finish this field because that probably will bother me if I don't finish it. Uh-oh. Wow. Watch my worker cut off that truck. Now here's the little farm layout I got going on. I know I showed it earlier, but so in the base map, the field cuts off, or this plot cuts off, kind of like right along the edge of this barn. I added the shed myself, as a custom farm, and then all these the dryer and the bins here. In the default, there's a little silo system here, but so all the farms in this map are intended to be customized. Really, they work, they function as if you were to just buy the land and start having a farm, but I really intend that people can customize these as they really want. I was looking at your shipping. I was wondering if you had any plans for varying beds. No, I don't. I definitely I'm probably done with that mod as it is. is time, and actually I'm not a huge fan of the different like beds pickups, like mainly because I use manual attach, and when you have these pickups that don't have beds on them, it, it sometimes is annoying because you sometimes detach the bed instead of your implement. I don't know. I don't typically use them myself too, so that's part of it. Is this one row crop or at least multi-angle? It's multi-angle and row crop. So the default the default style map is multi-angle, and then there's a row crop version which I'm using. See on the map you can have soybeans, sunflowers, corn, and sugar beets crop. Oh, this guy's in a traffic jam. Also, something else I really huge fan about this map. This goes on. Oh god, can't go through there. Can't take shortcuts. No shortcuts. Is the view from the shop. Man. Name a map with a better view from the shop. I also expanded. Oh, it's because I modified this since I made this map, I think. Maybe that's how it is. But I made the trigger for the shop extend out into this like area out front. So now you can modify vehicles without having to pull them into the garage doors. That was something that was bothering me for a while. I thought it went further than that though. Maybe not. Yeah, now you can pull out. Actually, something I also added a little mechanic, and he has some lines in here.
All right. What's wrong with her?
The trigger icon is not. Uh-oh, maybe that's an issue I need to address. It might be because what's in the wall here? Yeah, I need to fix that. Yeah, it's in the wall here. I wonder if. No, I don't think that's an issue on the normal map. I think that's an issue because I made this save before I changed it. Shouldn't be a problem. I think the placeable place I moved the placeable position, and then I didn't change it, so the icon should be right here. Anyway. I haven't used auto drive yet, so I love the fact that it actually works. Yeah. Yeah, for the most part, auto drive isn't required. I think auto drive does help for some of like the off-road navigating. You know what? I'm just gonna buy a pallet of lime. Actually, no, I'm gonna go this line. Keep changing my mind. Pet peeve, why does manual attach not have an attachment for electric trailer brakes and pickups? I don't think that's an issue with manual attach. That's just an issue with because the electric hookups are part of the hydraulics on manual attach. So if a pickup has a proper setup for an electric attachment, it'll be attached when you connect to the hoses. That just sounds like an issue with the truck. What's up, Jeffrey? For joining. That should be enough for him. When's it coming out for PC players? I don't have a set date for it to come out. I think I tentatively said early September, but that could creep into late September. Or it could be earlier if I just decide to finally be done with it. It just depends on how I have some people testing it, and it depends if there's any issues found with it. Good afternoon, Pickaxe Simulator Gaming. Thanks for joining. Yeah, release timeline. I don't really like making a release timeline for myself because that just adds pressure to my life that I don't need. And art takes time, and you just don't want to rush anything. I'll probably set a release date like a couple days in advance, but I'm not gonna say 2 weeks I'll have it out if I'm not done with it yet. Low-key best mod ever, move placeables. I've tried to use, I used that mod, I think it was when it first came out. I tried using it and it like broke my placeables. So I stopped using it. I should try it out. I should check it out again. Yeah, I get frustrated when I pick up some trailers. I don't have any problems with the manual attach mod itself. The manual attach mod seems to work really. I haven't had any problems with it recently. If there's any issues, it usually comes down to the tractors or the trucks or whatever. The mod that's the tractor mod itself, not the manual attach mod. Probably gonna have to be done soon here. I think my toddler is waking up. What other changes am I gonna make? At this point, it comes down to just small details. There's just like tiny little things I want to add. I want to make sure those, all the foliage is correct all around the map. I know there's some areas where I get lazy, or I got lazy with it. So I want to make sure that all the foliage is fully developed everywhere. I might add some like forest trails and stuff too. But mostly just small details. Like base core of the map is all the functionality and all done. Oh, dollies, gotcha. Yeah, I haven't had messed much with dollies and manual attach. Would I ever make a truck for all platforms? No, probably not. There's enough good truck mods. I don't need to make one. Are field layouts to similar Seneca from 19? Yeah, that's pretty much, most of the fields are exactly the same. There are some differences here or there. Yeah, for the most part, the field layouts pretty much. There's some changes here. There's a field like in the back here that I changed. But it's, yeah, road layout, field layout, pretty much the same. And there's, I guess the biggest change is the town up in this top. Before there was only some buildings kind of in this intersection. This was a big field here, and there's a field here. But I just obviously turned this into a giant town area now. I feel like, or maps need at least a nice little town. Yeah, I'm definitely not going to rush the map release. So I'm going to finish this field and probably going to be done. Done streaming for the day. Dad duty calls. Appreciate everyone hopping in and chatting for a bit though. Excited to get this out to everybody. It'll be a huge relief. Less pressure on me once I get this out. That's for sure. Up to the neighbor's yard. How many hours do you have in this map, approximately? Are you talking about the, like, developing the map, or are you talking about, like, playing on this save? Can you buy the town? No, you cannot buy the town. I made it that, and I might not be happy. People might not be happy with that choice. You can buy the production buildings, but you can't buy the land. You can't modify the land. Yeah, that's just a yes. Development? Oh, that's a hard question to answer. Been working on it probably since first started converting it like early November of 2025. I probably put hundreds of hours, 500 to 1,000 hours probably. Too many. Sucks that it feels like pressure. Yeah, it's not really anyone's fault. It's more of my fault. I I'm putting pressure on myself to make a good mod, like I always do. And a map is just a big undertaking. So, uh, mod issues because there's so many things that can go wrong on a map. It's mostly just my fault. Yeah, that's what I kind of feel that there was not really not a need to buy the town. Buy the productions on the town, but make a spot to put down a distillery. I think if you have the place anywhere, mod, you can place whatever you want in town still. You just can't modify the land around it. Can buy. Can't buy anything. I only have $1,000. Not $1,000. Operations. Yeah, so you have the place anywhere, mod. You can. Anyway, I gotta get going. So appreciate everyone for joining again, and excited to get the map out. Hopefully it's out here in the next, at least in the next month. If not, well, still working on it. So appreciate it. You guys have a good one. Peace.